روزا يقولوا دغه شاته دغه ده هايره جوړي مخي غوجل دا بری کوټ سینما دا د بری کوټ وایي اوس پوسه البته بری کوټ و دغه نه ډک هدي دا اوس راوتلی دا د زنانو عکسونه واخیست کابل کې ښځې سره هم ګرځي دا د ارکوټي سنګي چوک ده پوه شې هلته نوی تعمیر جوړ هغه څنګ کې وینې د پورې غاړه هغه جګ ګرد تعمیر چې دی هغه عکس هم هغه ته ګوره دا ترافیک ده پوه شې خپل سرویس لري هغه برابر کړه چې ورسېږي
Dr. Miraki, we are at Malali Hospital, Kabul, which is Obigaini Hospital, and we've been here in the neonatal ward, and there's been a massive amount of deformities due to depleted uranium, non-depleted uranium, and incidentally we have a case here which is really horrific, but something that I need the world to know and expose the crimes of the United States in this puppet regime in Afghanistan. This is the infant, this is the infant, which is really nothing but a gift of the democracy that the United States has installed in Afghanistan. This is the horrific deformity from which thousands and thousands of Afghans will be dying from, and generations upon generations of Afghans will be suffering from. This is the crime that deserves nothing but a total justice, and total justice is nothing but the destruction and defamation of those who have committed this. This is the tragedy and travesty of Afghanistan, and this is the product of so-called democracy. Nothing but a horrific deformity. بل تفرخون استرس
كم نسيما
إلهي توبة إلهي. If there is anyone that is doubting what I am saying, this is the clear proof. There is nothing, there is no mystery to this, but there is only one mystery that no one wants to talk about, and that is the mystery of DNA aberration and other genetic malformation caused by uranium contamination, caused by the criminal government of George Bush and the imperialistic United States and its puppet regime in Afghanistan. And this deserves nothing but a universal justice. And universal justice is the matter of definition. Thank you.
Don't give him that. This is the only place in Kabul and surrounding areas that's worth coming to. But even here, Americans bombed, and we are probably, as we speak, breathe uranium munitions. Dust, uranium dust. Deci kara uxozu bet kuz.
كذا لك يا خكا ولا دي ولا لا
الجنات لجنات
This was an astonishing journey. Points to the resilience of the driver, equally to the resilience of the good old Corolla. I'm absolutely amazed at the magnitude of capability of this vehicle, as well as at the endurance of drivers trying to keep up with this rubbish. I think we are at least 6,000 meters above the sea level. No, actually, on the ground we moved on, but along the sea level. So let's get the hell out of here.
تعمیرات جور که تعمیرات جور که شاوخواه چرا فقط دقیقه غوجن اگر مخامخ دلده گوره ما شما در تعمیر وقت کابل بیری After camera there, like a خاکباد داره خاورو تا باره خاوری دوری بیناموس فهیم تعمیر ببینه میلیونو دلار رو تعمیر.
In the beginning of the short documentary that I was intending to show you what Afghanistan is or appears to the naked eye, if you will, after so-called democracy and so-called liberation imposed on the people of Afghanistan. As the miseries you have witnessed through this documentary is truly represents truly a miserable situation in that country. Nothing of the type that has been hyped in the media or the Bush junta has talked about as liberation, democracy, in openness and so forth and so on. Again, this was intended to increase awareness and refute the falsehood and the deception so prevalent and widespread and concoction of the type that has nothing to do with reality, forwarded by the Bush administration and its corporate media. This was a small part on my part to tell the people that it is not so, but rather it's total misery and disaster in Afghanistan. As I stated before, this documentary in part represents my, well, not quite represents my book, but my book is more comprehensive than this, of course. It is called Afghanistan After Democracy, the untold story through photographic images. It is available at www.afghanistanafter.democracy.com. The proceeds from the book will be used for humanitarian purpose in Afghanistan, as well as any donations that you may do through my website. It is somewhat tragic, well, it is quite tragic, that I attempted so many times to raise $45,000 to pay for a land that I intended would house future hospital that I had envisioned. But unfortunately, the millions of people that have read my documentary, my writings on the internet and so forth, failed to contribute a minute amount that would have resulted to that sum of $45,000. Sure, at the individual level it is a lot of money, but in the larger scheme of things it's really peanuts. I wasn't going to collect that money for myself, but solely was to pay for the land upon which I wanted to build a small hospital and a research facility that I was hoping would be